Hello and welcome to the ministry. My name is Ali. I am going to do a reading today for you for the collective energies. This last week has been absolutely insane. I am exhausted. So, if you are feeling that and all of your stuff is coming up to the surface, you are absolutely not alone in that. So I'm going to start the reading. I don't know what's going to come through today. I've been jumping through a lot of energies. There's been a lot moving through around disconnection, support. My support wound has come up in a really, really big way. So let's see what comes through for collective. We're going to tap into an overall energy first. These readings are just general collective energy. I pick up on threads of quantum energy. Some of it may resonate, some may not. Take whatever resonates for you, leave the rest. The stories might be different, but the energy underneath and the theme is the same. So I'm a medium. I pick up on pattern recognition. So you might have a different story, but you might be moving through the same energetic theme or moving through that same wound in the collective consciousness. We are all connected on a quantum level, on a spiritual level. We are all connected and a part of the greater uh, humanity's collective consciousness. I can't talk today. And there's a lot really raising in the consciousness and a lot of division. There's a theme around duality at the moment, I've noticed. So let's have a look and get an overarching theme for the read, just so we can anchor it. Authenticity, a 10. So 10 being completion, and sensitivity came out as well, interestingly. So, authenticity and sensitivity. The energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of our lives, with others as well as with ourselves. And I'm really seeing that coming up with myself. I've noticed this week, and especially just my last few pieces of content out on my other socials. I've really noticed that I've been more in my vulnerability and my authentic, genuine experience. So that may be something that's moving through for you as well. Really embrace that. Sensitivity, the frequency of sensitivity helps us open to the world of subtlety and detail while anchoring in a structural foundation, thus supporting us to become more fully multidimensional. So, what is moving through me at the moment, and this, I know this from, I've been doing this for 6 years now, these collective readings and moving through my own experience, sharing my own experiences, and also working with women and men as well. What I've noticed is what I move through in my consciousness generally connects to as a thread. There's a thread moving through the people that I'm working with or the people that are following me. So, if you're a part of my collective, you're here and that's resonating, that's for you. So, authenticity and sensitivity. So, learning how to show up more fully ourselves in all of our vulnerabilities and sensitivities as sensitive beings while feeling safe and protected to do so. A lot of us have been conditioned to hide our true nature, to hide our true experience, our true inner world because of the society that we live in under the structures that we live in. That card just talked about structures, right? We live in a world where expression of emotion is discouraged. We live in a world where we're encouraged to suppress our emotion and get on with it. We live in a world where hyper independence is supported, where stoicism is supported, and that can be good. That can be a great trait. But when we're actually suppressing our genuine, authentic experience, it becomes really unhealthy. So we can be grounded and secure and stable and really quite unbothered in our energy. But if we're showing up in that way while we've got things going on in the inside that don't match that, this is where what's really coming up is people whose, how do I say that, spirit? People whose outside don't match their inside are on show now. So nervous systems are telling the truth. This is about nervous system regulation. And anyone who hasn't done the work, the spiritual and emotional work, to come into alignment with their truth and haven't done, the trauma work, the healing work, where someone's showing up in a way that asserts authority, or I'm confident and I've got my shit together, and I'm in competition, even in hierarchy, where, I've got to show up as the leader and have my shit together. Wherever anyone is not really in that truth and they're not showing what's going on under the surface, or not being truthful about their actual experience, that's coming up to be seen. So vulnerability, we have to learn how to be vulnerable while also regulating our emotions. And this is why we feel so unsafe as human beings, most of us, because most people, when they show their true or speak their truth, or they show their true authentic self, or express what their real experience is, their inner world, a lot of people are shut down or discouraged from doing so because others are uncomfortable with sitting with that truth. They don't know how to sit with it. And so we can only hold space for someone to the depth that we can do that with ourselves. And that's why some people will feel safe to you and others won't, even when those others are people in positions of authority, or people who you are supposed to feel safe with, right? They might have letters after their name. They might have high positions in community, or be senior members of your family, or people who you are supposed to feel safe with don't feel safe to you. And that is because of their level of embodiment. How much space can that person hold for themselves? Authority is not. Authority has been handed, authority and standing in community for a really long time has been handed to people who climb the ladder and get the credentials and generally get the standing in community. It hasn't been based on them showing up truly authentically, or in embodied truth. And that's shifting now. So what's shifting is people are on display. So that's why we're seeing people in high positions melting down or doing really silly things. This is why we're having an increase in violence. This is why we're having more and more conflict in the world. What we're experiencing at the moment is the collapse of the narcissistic energies, which are patriarchal. That's the patriarchal constructs. It's around hierarchy, and I'm higher than you. I'm more important than you. I have higher status. You should submit to me. You should feel safe with me. You getting what I'm saying? So, one more. Narcissistic collapse is what we're seeing. With that also is it's on display where people are really disconnected, where they're just not there. It's really obvious who's just not there. You can't feel them at all, and they're just coming across as just like they just don't have any connection. The energy of friendship. The energy of friendship supports our intrinsic desire for connection with others based on mutual affection and appreciation. So there we go. That confirms that. It's like becoming really obvious who who is who is in their body, who is in their heart, who is a safe person and who is not. And we're really starting to be able to discern and understand who's safe for us and who's not, and who are our people and who aren't. And that might look like division at the moment with all of the conflict and all of those things going on. But we're moving through a transition period where that has to come up to be seen, and we have to move through that. With that is going to come conflict, but it's up to us to decide whether we're going to engage in that or not. So what we're seeing now is a shift, and shifts take time. So what we're seeing as division and the split with all these different people, different groups, and people are siding, we're seeing a shift in humanity back toward tribal groups. It's there's a lot of like tribalism kind of behavior, and you can see that in people where they're looking for people like them, or it's like a birds of a feather thing. So there can be a healthy aspect of that, and there can be a really unhealthy aspect in that. And we're seeing that with people that are pointing the finger and going, you disagree with me, therefore you're over there and we're different and we can't be together. And then there are people who are like, well, I have my circle, I have my people, but I can also see you as a human being, even though you're over there and in that tribe. We're still human beings and we can be respectful toward each other, and have conversations and differing opinions and points of view, and still see each other as human beings. Yeah. So there's those different aspects of the collective consciousness playing out while we have this kind of melting pot of shifting and people trying to find where they fit. And whether that's their true authentic nature and where they are supposed to be. And a lot of people are finding out that where they thought they belonged is not really who they are or where they really resonate. So there's like this, nothing really fits at the moment for anyone. There's no real cohesion at the moment for anyone. And there's a lot of people are describing, feelings of isolation. I know I'm feeling that myself. I'm in the in between. I don't really know. It's the unknown right now, and really trying to find ourselves, because we can't really fit anywhere if we don't truly know ourselves. It starts with really knowing ourselves and knowing who we are, and being able to show up authentically, being able to hold ourselves, hold our own energy, our own beliefs without being swayed by the crowd. That's when we truly find really genuine, deep, nurturing, mutually beneficial connections and community that is cohesive. It doesn't mean we're all the same, but it means that we all know ourselves and we're strong in our individuality, but we can also work together in a healthy interdependence. So that's where we're headed to. So, who is this reading for? Please, Spirit, show me what is to come through. I'm going to pull some tarot now for whoever this is. Can I get a message through, please, for the highest and best? Queen of Wands and Three of Wands. Okay, so this is a feminine energy. Queen of Wands and Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like taking action. Three of Wands is like you've been sitting, thinking, taking stock, planning. You kind of like been for a long time, I feel. You're someone who, I just got the word extroverted. The Queen of Wands has that kind of energy. She's like a fire queen. She's everybody's fresh, charismatic, quite funny, adventurous, passionate, very passionate, creative, likes to connect a lot of people. She's generally a pretty good leader. It shows up in community. But Three of Wands, like you're an energy that has been feeling quite held back in this, or feeling suppressed in this, feeling very alone, and like you're not able to fully stand in those gifts or in that. That I just heard refinement. Your energy has gone through a process of refinement, and that has meant removing, or people being removed, or you being removed from spaces or groups or people who could not allow you to be in your full authenticity. So that's linking back to that, being able to show up authentically and really getting to know ourselves. So I feel for you, Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's the Two of Pentacles. So you're looking for balance and harmony where, yeah, where you're not, you're not the one that's holding everything all the time. You kind of like been weighing up, going, where I've been before, I've been the one that's kind of, held everything, and it's all my energies had to be tipped into everything. Like you're the space holder. You're looking for people who are aligned. You get a room full of Queen of Wands, but like that is going to be the most fun, amazing, creative, expansive group of women or men, could be an energy within man as well, but I feel this is a woman. Yeah, the Empress. That's the confirmation. There you go. That's Empress energy. So this is for my women who have been through a period of isolation for the purpose of refinement. You might have been through a really big healing, but it's like you've been in a portal, just in this portal or womb. I just got was the word I was given, and I get you kind of just in this, in the dark, in your cocoon. I like to describe this process of refinement as sometimes it can feel at the start of that like we're caterpillar soup. This is a term that someone used a long time ago, and I'm like, that is the best description of that process where you caterpillar soup, you're in the cocoon, you're not the caterpillar anymore because you've been deconstructed, but you're not the butterfly yet. So you just this like mush of fucking whatever. I don't even know who I am. That's where you've been. That's what you've been through. And this last 6 months in particular, I'm hearing is where you've really been through that process of refinement. You went through the worst of the worst in the caterpillar soup and then came out for a short time or kind of, that lifted a bit, but then you had to go back in for this further refinement of your energy just to remove I get like that people needed to be removed, or it might have been ways that you were showing up or dynamics you had with those people, like that had to be removed to refine your energy. You to get like really getting your authenticity, your authentic energy. So what else? Judgment and the Six of Wands. So yeah, judgment, the Six of Wands, that's moving forward now. Whoever was trying to hold you back, Knight of Swords, conflict, Six of Swords in the reverse. Yes, someone was definitely trying to hold you. Whoever was in your energy, someone was hanging on to you. They might have been gossiping, I just heard, or just planting seeds of doubt. Like you've got like a hater, but a frenemy. That's what it is. That's the word. They're like frenemy. Knight of Swords is someone who just brings like conflict and like chaos. Like they can play mind games with you. And that might be someone who's just like when you get really excited or passionate about something, they just like to kind of play with your mind a little bit. They might be like, oh, but have you thought of this? Or like they'll just throw in a negative or play on your kind of doubts or worries or yeah, I feel that there was someone that was doing that with you. You're getting past that now. Whoever that person was, I feel like you've had to really kind of pull your energy back in and get them out of your energy because you were stuck. While ever they were in your energy, you were stuck. So here's you now showing up as the Page of Wands. And you're ready to move forward now. Like you're ready to just be in your confidence, in your authenticity, and get out there again. With the right people I just heard. What's this Six of Swords in the reverse? Why were you stuck in that? The Lovers. So that might have been a choice of yours. You might have been choosing to go. This might have been a person that you kept choosing to go back to or kept giving more chances to. The Lovers is about choosing a path, choosing uh yeah, it's like it was a test I just heard. It was a test. So whether this is like an intimate partner, a relationship, or a family member, or a close friend, or it could have been a job. I don't know, but it's like you kept making a decision to move forward and then going back, and you kept going back and back and back and back. You've made the choice now because you were stuck. You couldn't move forward. So this is cycled out. You're in the Page of Wands. You're ready to move forward now confidently. Don't go back, I just heard. Two of Swords. How's that for a confirmation? Don't go back. That's like, no. So this person might try and come back in, but that's a choice. Like that's a decision. I'm blocking that out. I'm done. So there's your confirmation for anyone who needed to hear that. Are there any other That's divine order as well. I've just seen on the bottom of the deck the Hierophant. So this is divinely guided, divinely protected, and that person may have been removed from your life anyway by higher order. You are to go on this path. It is ordained. Everything else has been the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Everything else, everywhere else you've looked at, or you might have taken several paths or starts or tried different ventures. I feel like you might be someone who's tried different things or projects, or like you might be trying to get a business off the ground or move forward in something that you're really passionate about. And it's like you were blocked at every turn. Like it's a spiritual path. It's a pulling, a calling. It's a calling. But you've got clarity now. Ace of Swords is here. You've got clarity over what was holding you back, that was clouding you. And here's the King of Cups in your intuition. This could be someone coming in, a King of Cups coming in, someone who's warm and grounded and emotionally connected. Or that could be you, the King of Cups. That could be the masculine energy within you as well in that space. Ace of Pentacles. Why was the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Why? The Hermit. You definitely have been on an inward journey, and you might have been placed in this against your will. Sometimes we get put in spiritual jail when we keep making stupid fucking decisions. I've been there. So, like, we've all been there. 10 of Wands, overburdened. Like, sometimes we do it to ourselves. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Yeah. So what's the final message for this Queen of Wands? You're a healer. You're wanting to move forward in whatever it is that you're passionate about. That happens naturally for you, but it's about getting in the right alignment within yourself. Like I can resonate with this too. They're in the reverse, so that's over, that's done. What's the final message here? Please, Spirit. Don't go back, I've just heard. Like that's being asserted by the divine. Don't go back. And someone's shaking their head behind me. Don't go back. A final message, please. For the Queen of Wands, what is the final message for the Queen of Wands? I just heard the name Tori. That might be relevant to you. If that's not you, there might be someone around you coming in your world or coming in or whatever it may be, or might be someone in your past. I don't know. But that's the name I got. And Aquarius energy I just got as well. Third chakra, Archangel Samuel. So sacral work. That's how sacral, sacral. Why am I saying sacral? That's our solar plexus. And it's funny because I've actually got a pain moving from my sacral up into my solar plexus. So you may have something going on in that, because I'm getting third. That's an activation in the solar plexus, which is our seat of power. That's our power center. It is associated with the fire element. It's masculine element, and that really comes in to support that forward momentum. But there may be, and I can feel it actually moving now in my womb. So whoever I'm tapping into, I'm picking this up, that there's some sacral work to be done in the womb. You might need to clear that. I'm hearing you need water, getting in the water. You may need see a practitioner, a spiritual practitioner, and get that energy moving. But definitely some sacral work. It might be some trapped emotion, or it might just be getting reconnected in your body and into your womb or back in your cycle. There might be something shifting around your cycle as well. That's got to straighten itself out for that energy to come up into the solar plexus. Yeah. One of my kids was just yelling out, so I had to pause the recording. I've got anxiety here. So this tells me that perhaps there's some old energy still shifting out about speaking up. So there's something in the throat here as well. There might be something that you haven't spoken before, and this is connecting into the womb. Whatever this is, it's time to release it. What are you anxious about? Woman holding a coin. Your stability, security. Like that's the Queen of Pentacles energy there, woman holding a coin. So it's something to do with your home or stability or security. Uh, like we're getting all the chakras are coming out here. Here's the first, here's the base. So there's Archangel Michael. That's a big healing coming through for you. So whatever it is about your stability, security, that's to be released now. And it's sitting in, yeah, look at all those cards just spilled out. It's sitting in the womb. I can feel it. Like I can feel it moving. You don't have to sit in that alone, I just heard. So blossoming abundance. There you go. All right. This is where our power sits. When we are connected as women, this is the embodied feminine energy. When we are connected, truly embodied, connected into the womb space, that is where abundance comes from. And I just got full chills all the way through then. That is when abundance comes in, right? So whatever you're holding on to, like whatever it is you need to tie up, it might be a past situation, it might be something closing out for you. You might be tied up in, I don't know whether you're in a separation or something's not quite, you're in uncertainty about something. It might be a financial settlement or something like that. What's the advice, Spirit, here? What's the advice? What's the message? So there's the second thing. I can't make that up. That goes back to the second. Like, look, this is a big deck and like all of the chakras are coming out. So you're going through a huge like transformation. This feels like Kundalini awakening, like your energy's wanting to move. So there, whatever that is sitting in the sacral, get some support around that. Connect with the water. There's grief there around this. I feel that this is a separation, you closing something out and leaving something behind, and worried about your stability, security, and how you're going to move forward. It is going to be okay. Your stability, security, abundance comes from your embodied state as a woman connected to your womb. That is where that comes from. And this is why these people will try and hold you back. They'll try and keep you in your head, in your anxiety. They'll plant seeds of doubt. They'll play mind games with you, right? To keep you disconnected from that, to keep you in your head. Because when you're in your head, you're not in your power. Get back in your body. I keep hearing you need to get in the water, like get in the ocean, or just connect back in with yourself. Spend time in nature if you can, if you've got the time. Undertake some self-care and really connect in with you. There you go. Like there's the heart. Get back into your heart. That's nearly all of them. I've only got third eye and crown that hasn't come out. Like that's five chakras that have come out. So if you're in a Kundalini awakening, it's just about clearing your energy and staying in that pure energy within your own energy field, right? And allowing anything that wants to move to move. And there's cornucopia, like that's abundance. That's your harvest. There you go. So the work is in the womb and getting back into connection with that. So whatever's sitting there, whether there's trauma, whether there's trapped emotion, it's about getting back into that state and being able to be a woman. It's not easy for us. I know I'm a single mom. You might be, well, you're going through a separation, then get that. I've been through that, but it will be okay. The more you are connected in, the less you are in your head and in anxiety, in worry, stress, trying to control things, The less you get tangled in that, the more power you will be in, and you will be able to create, and you'll be able to move forward and make that dream come true. You just got to clear your energy. There are many, many women going through this. If this is you, reach out to me, like, let me know. Fifth again, and Magician and the Mirror. Deceit. Yeah, someone's been sabotaging you. And they didn't want you to speak up about it, and you did, and they got pissed off about it, and then they hit your stability and your security. That's what they did. So you might be, yeah, you might be experiencing financial abuse at the moment. You're going to be okay. Can't make it up. You're going to be okay. This is yours by divine right, and all you need to do is clear and align your energy to be in alignment with that. That is all you need to do. You do not need to hustle. People will try and block that because that is your divine right. They can sense it, and that is why you get the sabotage and people playing these games. That is the read. You needed to know that. You are going to be fine. Don't let these people pull you into pull your frequency down. You are provided for always, in all ways. I know how this feels. I get it. I've been moving through that this week as well, thinking, how the hell? Right, we've got to get back in our bodies. Final message, base. There you go. That's come out again. So coming back to the base, our security, our stability, our roots, like really rooting down into, our physical bodies, our physical experience, being in the body, connecting with nature, eating nourishing foods, looking after ourselves, really coming back to triumph, see, really coming back to basics. When our stability, security, and survival is threatened, we have to really do this work. Takes us down into our base. We've really got to do that work to move through, shift out the energy and the traumas around that, right? And the stories. We don't do it by bypassing it and doing the whole manifestation thing, like, oh yes, it's already mine and blah blah. Like the new age scene has absolutely gone too far with all of that. You cannot, when our shit comes up, you can't just manifest your way around it. Manifestation is not calling in, like I call it in and I want this and I want that. It's actually manifestation. I don't manifest. When you're on a path and you're being guided, you have a pulling, a calling, and it's coming through you intuitively, right? When you know you have a calling, you don't manifest shit. You clear, heal, and align to the path that you signed up for. And if you're like me, and I suspect that you are Queen of Wands, you're going to go through a whole lot of shit, and a lot of people are going to try and block you from that healing, and they'll try and put you into that heightened nervous system state. Because when you're in fight or flight and you're stressed and anxious, you can't heal and be in your body and be present. So the base chakra work is about, I just brought that out the second time on the split. The base chakra work is about learning to regulate and feel safe and secure in our bodies and be grounded and stable no matter what comes at us. So that's about nervous system regulation and really being in the body and present in our current experience, no matter how shitty it is. That's where we can learn how to hold the good things that are coming in, the blessings that are coming in. We don't call it in and then try and control it or do, manifest on the moon. I don't do any of that. I heal, clear, and align. And we go through these healings and we have to sit in it. We have to go through all of everything that comes up. And we just simply align with whatever is our highest and best timeline. And we know what we want. We know we want abundance, we want reciprocity, we want care, we want nurturing support, we want love, we want, stability, security, all those kind of things. We know that we want all of those things. So to try and manifest like specifics around that, if we try and do those manifestation rituals, then what we do is we limit ourselves because we go, I want this, 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 and this. And then when the thing that shows up that is the path to that, the divine trying to get you to open to the higher big blessings, you go, nah, that's not what I wanted. And that's how people lose their spiritual path. So be really careful about the new age techniques and things like that. So moving on. That's you. You are moving on. There's your confirmation. So I hope that's been helpful. I love you so much. Please support the ministry if it has been helpful. Everything is at the link below. I'm building the first micro matriarchy in the Northern Rivers. We are starting to gather weekly. If you're in the Northern Rivers, have a look in the link. You can join the group there. I'm happy for anyone to reach out to me personally, any collaborations. Please share my work. I've just started a fundraiser. I am a single mother of three, pouring absolutely everything into ministry of matriarchy and building the local micro matriarchy. So I'd really love for people to get behind my work and help me to get that happening. So I hope this has been helpful. I love you so much. Take care, stay grounded, and we'll just get through these energies. It's heavy at the moment, but the more we lean into our experience in a way that is accepting, the faster it passes. The more we can be authentic and real with what is actually happening for us, our inner experience, the more we can allow those energies to move through us and release. And that's what then allows the light to come in. So take care. I love you.